We have the match, technically still the first playoff bracket here between the 5th seed of the Junkyard Dawgs taking on the 12th seed of the Roseville Raiders 2, as we will be going to Ilios as our first map of this evening. So Freedom's in low, and Vicus gets a headshot. Both DPS are now dead for Roseville Raiders as the fight continues, as Purple Jesus getting punched around, has to back out, needs to play a little bit safe as the Doomfist is in by Fruitles, gets a big punch onto Kev, the Doomfist all comes through on top of Kev, finds Kev, and now PJ gets the DMAC as well. So now Kevin Toyota in trouble, PJ dead, and these are some really late staggers if you're on the side of the Roseville Raiders. Already picking off that key hit scan player as we see the rally and the nano both coming out, but Nathan with a huge blossom finds Kevin Toyota. Purple Jesus fall or finds Invictus as Silent Storm will also fall. Blade comes through by Viridium, but Flip Flop finds Kev. There's no support for the Roseville Raiders, but there's no DPS or tank.
They need something
Nathan
real
looking
fast.
for this backline. We'll find Viridium first as another big punch finds etc. and Kev falling low as well. The Diva Bomb and Beat are both sent out. Diva Bomb won't find anything. Meteor Strike comes down as well. Also won't find anything, but Nathan finds Kev. That's the brig out of this fight. Silent Storm looking for anything. Nathan finds Kevin Toyota. Silent Storm punching damage into that Diva. Will get DMAC by a nice shot by Invictus.
As they do so
Big
much
punch
that fight.
knocks in Purple Jesus too deep. Meteor Strike as well to separate him even further. Purple Jesus in trouble, gets punched in. The Bob in the backline finds Kev, and the Kiriko ult to make sure that they win this as the anti-nade comes through as well, as the Bob finds 3 of that fight. Viridium, 1 HP as well, the big P by Silent Storm, but the EMP is there. Won't cancel it. The beat does go through, etc. So low. Viridium also low. Will find Invictus as PJ finds 2. They pop the ult to ensure the pick on Silent Storm.
Comes out early.
Bob comes on to point, is hacked immediately, so we won't find a whole lot of hours. But Fruitles finds Viridium. That's a big pick. PJ with the Rampage. Won't find anything because Fruitles has that knockup. Nathan finds Kev though, and Fruitles finds etc. Kevin Toyota is so low, will be picked by Invictus, and PJ finds Silent Storm on the back end. But it's just PJ against the world right now as he's trying to find anything on this point as it will flip over, but he will get punched off the map, and that should be it as we're here on map 2 on Numbani. Again, another good Widow map here, Roseville Raiders trying to express that sight lines that etc. is very comfortable with, very proficient on. So both teams looking. The Ananade very early from Flip Flop won't find anything as PJ with an aggressive dive with Nathan. They get or Viridium. They find Flip Flop early, and Victus falls to etc. with a big headshot as well. And this is a very early, but Fruitles gets immediately blown up and punished for trying to be on that back line there. That Discord Orb doing a lot of damage. It's Viridium and Purple Jesus still back there. Purple Jesus finds Kerbology as well, so no mercy in this fight. Is now Flip Flop in trouble. PJ and Viridium once again on top of Flip Flop, and she's just gonna end up dying. But we'll find Kerbology off the back of the Fruitles, still in that all-important mech with the Genji looking for the Widowmaker. They got Viridium, he pops the blade, will die as a big bomb by Fruitles, finds Will etc. and Kevin Toyota, and that will send the Roseville Raiders back to spawn for the first time. Viridium so low, will get picked as well by Invictus as etc. We'll get that return fire as Purple Jesus finds Nathan in that backline, still trying to find Fruitles, trying to get him before the remake. He does find it. Kerbology and Flip Flop are the last 2 standing. It's just them in a turret. Flip Flop will fall from Purple Jesus. It's just Kerbology on point, trying to fight for life. Has the Suzu, trying to find anything. Will fall, stalls the cart for a little bit as we see the swap over to Hanzo by Nathan. Is trying to get some trying to get anything, but etc. with a nice shot on Nathan, but Invictus finds Kef. That's a lot of pressure off of your Winston now as PJ looking for Invictus in this low ground, but the Winston as well on Viridium, on and etc. PJ will get stunned up, knocked out of that mech as Kerbology pumping in the damage herself as etc. finds Kerbology. Viridium in so much trouble though. Kevin Toyota trying to keep him alive. What a big anti by Flip Flop as Riddles is able to take so much off of that, but etc. gets that pick as well. Viridium will find Flip Flop. They decide to just pop the nano blade. They're looking for it. They get Flip Flop. They're looking for Invictus. Will get hacked up as Nathan finds Viridium. That's no more nano blade in this fight. Invictus so low, but the primal by Fruitles will find it center as well. It's just PJ contesting this point. He will pop the bomb, find Invictus and get the remake. But Fruitles, Kerbology, and Nathan are all there, but PJ gets the touch. He's fighting. He just needs to get time. The Zenyatta's on his way back. Kef is there. They get the DMAC. But they can find Kerbology in the same time. The rest of the team, the backup has arrived for the Roseville Raiders. Fruitles will be the one to fall.
Help of this Transcendence she should be able to do it pretty
You
freely.
do see the nano, the trans as well onto point. As the trans gets matched in the background, trying to keep the backline alive to this EMP. Kevin Toyota has to nade early. Viridium finds flip-flop. Frutals finds PJ, and Kev finds Scribology. It's an even fight right now, but Frutals is still a tank and still alive. Discord Orb is on him as Kev is pumping in damage, kicks him away. They will find Frutals. Big matchup between the Junkyard Dogs and the Roseville Raiders as we head into our map 3 on the incredible Route 66.
A classic, really.
Sandstorm needs to be a little bit careful as he's getting chunked down quite a bit. They force out the bio natives, etc.
Oh, the nano.
And the Ramatra ult to match that nano onto the Sigma as the big sleep by Flip-Flop will take PJ out of the majority of the fight, but etc. against Flip-Flop. Artie will fall as Kevin Toyota finds Soundstorm. It's just Brutals on the start. Roar is back. They're trying to find anything, but the Nemesis form is there as they will find Roar and Frutals. Both Widowmakers set up, trying to find these shots, but Roar still in the background wants... Kev will miss the pulse bomb and will pay for it with his life as a nice headshot by Artie. PJ, meanwhile, up on top here, will get bionated by Flip-Flop, etc. Once again, finding Invictus. It's just the three of Frutals. Will get the nano. Flip-Flop will fall as Artie as well, very low. PJ as well, very low. But Frutals finding Artie off of that, still has the nano on him. The damage reduction is PJ looking for this pick. There's a Discord on top of Frutals. Frutals so low, needs the help, but Soundstorm will fall. We do see the dragons come through as etc. Maybe got that miracle finding Frutals as PJ will also fall to Roar, but no one's able to touch the cart. Kevin's there. The bio nade comes through by Kevin Toyota to keep the team alive, but Roar meanwhile in the background just hitting these shots, able to clean up this fight. Kev still has that trans, staying alive. The gate comes through by Flip-Flop, as well as the Bob, the big bio nade as Kevin Toyota sends out that nano, but let this turret play aggro as Roar will get the turn as Invictus as well, finding etc. As Roar falling dangerously low, does have the Discord or Nomin, but Artie might be the one to fall first as Flip-Flop and Frutals on a kill mission in that backline. As PJ himself also knocked out of his mech as the bomb comes through by Frutals trying to find anything. We'll find Kevin Toyota. That's the Ana out of this fight as Roar as well finds Kev. There's no support for the size of the Roseville Raiders. It's a big dive. PJ trying to keep etc. alive, but they use the gate and the blade. The bomb comes through by Purple Jesus as well as the death blast by Artie. They will find Roar in the mech of Frutals. And Frutals falls on the map and Artie finds Flip-Flop. I can't believe that the Roseville Raiders are holding this. Flip-Flop gets that early kill on Kevin Toyota. That's going to be really tough. You're down your Ana. As once again, this rotation by Frutals on the backline, they're looking for the Zenyatta. Kev doesn't have the Ana to keep him alive, but Artie finds Soundstorm. Kev will fall. You're down your supports, but this is a Raiders that are comfortable with. Purple Jesus in the background is being burnt out by this bomb. We'll get the Mecha Frutals as he has the bomb, but Roar finding two. Etc. and Kevin Toyota are back as they do find etc. with another nice headshot.
Mac back as well. They just need to be able to touch the point.
PJ gets a touch and Artie finds Roar. Flip-Flop doesn't find etc. but PJ gets DMAC'd on point. Artie is there. They get the pick on Frutals and Soundstorm. It's just a Flip-Flop trying to find Kev. Invictus finds PJ. Flip-Flop finds Kev. It's just Kevin Toyota and Flip-Flop. Invictus finds Kevin Toyota. Invictus looking for Artie as well as they get the checkpoint. But Artie, Flip-Flop is hitting these headshot after headshot after headshot. He's sprinting, he gets in, but it's a big stun by Sandstorm. They get the touch, but Invictus finds two. Artie and Kevin Toyota are already out of this. The nano onto Purple Jesus trying to make something happen, but Flip-Flop finds etc. Silent Storm falls by Purple Jesus as the trans comes through, but the gate as well. The Diva Bomb, once again separating on this point. The blade comes through by Roar, trying to find Kev. It will land as PJ now alone in this cart. And this will be a map win for the Junkyard Dogs. As we head into New Queen Street on map 4. We do have a couple compositional changes. We see Viridium in for etc. So we'll see the Viridium Artie DPS line, as well as Kerbology coming back in on the support role. Yeah, both DPS of the Roseville Raiders falling very low. As we see the Junker Queen ult coming through. Frutals now very deep. Flip-Flop is in there well, but the beat is there by Kevin Toyota already as well. Artie will find Frutals and Viridium finding Flip-Flop, and this bot has not stopped yet, as it will capture butt scratch for the Roseville Raiders. And Roar with a big pulse bomb, but a good Suzu by Kev keeps the team alive. The Bob is now on point. Purple Jesus finds Frutals at the start. Viridium and Artie so low. They fall Invictus with a big dynamite, and the Bob will find Purple Jesus as well. Invictus finds Kevin Toyota and the res onto Frutals as Invictus finds 3.
See how they have to respond to this.
We do see Bob come out as well as a big, but Artie with such a blossom finding 3. Viridium finding the 4th of his own. That's an early Suzu out as the annihilation from Frutles does come out. PJ is there to match it as Roar sends out his Blizzard, but Roar is the first one to fall. Frutles will get Purple Jesus on the back of it because Kevin Toyota is frozen up. Kevin Toyota will then also fall. Kerbalji with the resin to Roar, so Roar's able to stay alive. Kef, Artie, and Viridium all falling so low. Artie is the first to fall. Kev able to teleport out as Viridium now in a little bit of trouble, trying his best to just make something happen on his card as he'll fall. The blade comes up by Viridium. We'll find Flip-Flop. That's the first one you need. He's looking for anything else. We'll find Roar. Kerbalji has the res, but Kevin Toyota and Viridium both fall. Artie with the ult, but the Suzu will take up most of it, and Frutles as well, and that Nemesis are able to just eat so much of it. Purple Jesus is back, gets the big slam, trying to find this damage. Flip-Flop will teleport away, and Frutles has that annihilation to keep this fight going, stay alive. Any of this backline, he's looking for the soldier, pops out. Oh, but Viridium falls to Invictus. Artie not able to find Roar as well, or Roar able to just run away. The Suzu onto Frutles keeps Frutles alive as well as Artie and PJ so low. Kef isn't able to heal both of them as now Artie will be the first one to fall. Kef now falls as well. PJ trying to hold on to this point. The gate comes out. Purple Jesus forced to use both of his bubbles so early. The visor is popped. The Suzu's there. Viridium forced to go in the wall. Kef finds Roar. Roar doesn't get Kevin Toyota, so there's no Lucio in this fight. The Bob will find Purple Jesus as well. Flip-Flop finds Viridium. The res onto Roar is there. Artie finds Invictus. Meanwhile, in the backline, it's just Artie and Kef against the world. Kef trying to find anything. He has the gate. Artie on his back. He's so low. Artie, if he builds up this ult, it could be winnable, but the Diva's alive. Kevin Toyota's there. He's keeping his team alive. Roar! Artie with the big blossom! Kevin Toyota fights Flip-Flop as well. Frutles forced to use the bomb, but Artie keeps his fight alive for the team. Frutles has the rematch. It's just Frutles on the card. The Junkyard Dogs! They might have lost this map! The Roseville Raiders are still in this series as we go to a map 5! We'll be going to Oasis. I believe week 1 was Oasis, correct? As our 2CP map?
As our cough map, I think you may be right.
So, we are taking it back to where it started. Roar to separate Viridium as it does force out Viridium as the Blizzard comes through by Etc. Will freeze out Frutles as PJ as well finding Silent Storm. Roar will find Etc. on the back of it, but Kevin Toyota finding Frutles as now it's just a Baptiste and Viridium popping that ult. Making sure they take that point. They do not want the B comes through from Silent Storm. Shatter comes down, but it gets wall. Etc. Huge wall. The window comes through as well. They're trying to find any damage here, but the Frutles is slapped immediately as Etc. finds Roar. Flip-Flop looking for Viridium will find it. As ice wall by Etc. Purple Jesus falls very low. Invictus with a headshot, but Etc. is still on the point. Big anti onto Frutles. The high noon by Invictus won't be able to find anything. Etc. still has his Blizzard too. He throws it out, trying to find Roar. Frutles with the pin, but he dies to Etc. first. The gate as well by Kef. As the point is slipping over to the Raiders, Invictus will fall to Purple Jesus. It's just Roar on this point as he's getting antied.
To play the Sombre, he just figured it's not worth it.
Yeah, we see the dive onto Invictus. Viridium and PJ both looking for him, but Viridium is first to fall by Frutles, and PJ soon to fall. Kef is killed by Roar, and the counter dive by the Junkyard Dogs is so effective.
The Dogs have faced this once before for LSV, like none. So, but now Nano I knew. Yeah. Can they even touch?
Purple Jesus is able to get the touch. As Kevin Toyota does find Roar, that's a good early pick. Invictus finds Etc. though. But the rally is there by Violent Storm. Kev finds Invictus as Flip-Flop finds Kevin Toyota, but Flip-Flop in a lot of trouble as Purple Jesus is on them. The trans by Kev keeping this fight alive as Purple Jesus now trying to find Silent Storm as a good fight is right now going for the Raiders. But the Ana can't see PJ. Oh, the bomb! Oh, and they find Kev! And PJ doesn't have the sightlines. He needs to be so careful. The Ana is being pressured so much and will fall. Frutles finding 2 there. As now PJ will blow up on point. And this should be Junkyard Dogs taking it to 1-on-1. The wall won't find any other. Big pulse bomb finds 2. Roar. As the sleep as well into Purple Jesus will kind of ensure this fight goes through as Frutles find Etc. The DMAC does come through as the Annihilation comes through. They will find Flip-Flop. They will find Invictus. Silent Storm, though, is being unpunished right now on this high ground. Frutles as well in the background, trying to find Kevin Toyota, isn't able to find anything. Silent Storm being pressured down by this May. Frutles will get DMAC'd, but it's 94%. They need to get this point. Rory's in there. Viridium falling low. Center finds Flip-Flop. The gate of the beat.
We'd only find Silent Storm and Frutles. The bomb comes off of Frutles. He's able to get the remake off.
It's
The flip-flop is
82%.
circling back to spawn.
He's trying to find an insider. He gets the touch.
Ball comes
We see
out.
the nano, as well as the annihilation of Purple Jesus. Brutal's getting burned out
falls.
so low. The Blizzard comes through. The Purple
finds
Jesus falls.
Invictus.
Kev finds Invictus. Flip-flop also falls. Brutals gets D-Max. Etc. so low. Silent Storm
Kevin's
still
blind.
in there, trying to find anything, but Brutals falls.
Iridium.
Iridium gets the pick. Silent Storm is trying to find Etc. He was still stay
Kev.
alive. Stays alive.
Now
Silent Storm falls. It's just Roar on point. It's just the Tracer. Can they find the Tracer? Oh, they got him! It's just a one! The Raiders win! The Raiders win! The 12th seed just knocked out the 5th seed! Oh my god! What a match!
Everyone's brackets in shambles.